All right, we are in the 2024 4th of July tournament. We're in the opening round in the rookie division. I'm on the back nine. So here we go. I did what I needed. I did what I wanted to do on the front. A 16 is, there's a couple, I got lucky on a few shots, but there's also a couple that I didn't make, hole number 2 and hole number 8, that I'm right there. So it's possible to get better, but I really think for my game, if I can shoot a 32, that's I think what'll happen is at the top there's going to be somebody that's going to have more than a 32, but I'll at least put myself in contention. At least get a top 5 so I can recover the balls that I spent, or a top 10 so I can recover the balls that I spent this week. That would be the ultimate goal. So let's see what we can do on the back. Hole number 10. Hole number 10. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So in the opening round, I started off in the center and I ended up right here, and I did a 20%. But the deal is my trajectory was right. It's just I flew farther forward. And today, on the front, I started off, instead of starting off in the center, I started off in the back, and I hit right here in the front and overshot and ended up making the wedge, or the rough iron shot, but I would rather clip the rough and bleed out. So we'll see which way the wind's blowing. But if the wind's blowing either side wind or tailwind, I'm going to start off more towards the center so that I clip the rough instead of bouncing over. And if we have a headwind, then we'll have to deal with it. Now we got a slight little headwind, so that actually might be all right. All right. It might be all right. It might. I think I got the right ball. I got the right club. Let's get my equation going here. What I was thinking about doing is I'm starting off at the plus 28 mark, so I can pull forward a little bit. 1.2 times, well, it's just the wind, so it's 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.2, so it's just the wind. But I think with a headwind, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We're going to just play it by ear. There we go. We'll see what happens. I should have practiced it when I had the tailwind, just so that I could. That would be a hole to go in there and practice and do the deal. But like, if you're aiming right towards the center of that, having it fly forward and clip the rough and then bleed out, it's definitely getting pushed forward. It's carrying a lot farther than it says it is. And that wind's not much of a headwind, so we should be fine. We should be fine. Let's hope we're fine. My opponent's using a low wind ball, so that is nice. That is nice. Their trajectory was bad. I mean, they ended up where they wanted to end up, but they flew over the sand and clipped the rough on the other side of the sand, and that's not the way. That shot's going to end you up in the sand more often than not. (4-2). Can I get down where I can see my rings? Hell no. Hell no. That'd be too easy. There's 4-2. That puts me 2 rings into power. Getting it perfect. We'll see. We're just throwing it out. I just turned my back to the thing and I'm just throwing it over my shoulder. Get out! There we go. Perfect. 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 Yes, anything that's on the green side over there that's not in the rough or the sand is perfect. That's the deal on this hole. Like, who cares where you end up? I'm sure that there's some people that have made hole-in-ones on this hole, but I am not. And there's several of the holes in this that are, you got hole-in-one potential. I'm not interested. I just want to get to where I can get. All I'm interested in is eagle. If I got lucky and got a hole-in-one, then I suppose I take it. But I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get cute here. I'm just trying to get an eagle. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. Woo! In the hole. Okay, we can't get too excited about hole number one because we really, it is so good to start the round off with an eagle on these par fours. On any of the, pretty much, not every tournament, but almost every tournament, the first hole is a par four. And man, if you can start off with an eagle on that first hole, that is big. I mean, it kind of sets the tone and get you fired up for the next holes. All right, this hole I have, let's see, hole number two. Okay, the first, last on the front, I was in the right spot, and then I didn't hit perfect going to the cup. So I want to get back to that spot, and I want to hit perfect going to the cup. Is that too much to ask for? And I'm going to get this amazing feet done. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. I'm going to get this amazing feet done with a Kingmaker. And that bag right there. That is the bag. And I'm going to do 4.5 top spin with 3 right-hand side spin. And it should be just a smidget of curl. Half a tick. Half of my tick marks that I have down there, it should be half of one of those ticks. There's 4.5. And it's 1.1 times 2.4 divided by 1.2. 2.2 rings. And I'm at the +8 mark. .2 rings. I need to turn my grid on. Not quite lined up with the wind right. Hitting it perfect. Let's turn my grid on. We'll find out. We'll see where we'll see if we get to the right spot. I know I had 5 topspin on there, and when the 5 topspin came on, it on one of these little moguls that are out here on this course, it hit it, and I picked up the slide, so I lowered my topspin to 4.5, and now I'm missing that area, which is good because the slide put me right into the rough with the potential of getting into the sand. And I just want to be in the fairway. I just want to be in the fairway, damn it. Okay, I'm going to do -2 to the cup. Whatever the wind is divided by wherever I'm at in my club, -0.2. Maybe I did hit it perfect on the front, and I tried just a 0 to the cup, and it wasn't enough. I probably could do like 0.9 times the wind, but I'm just gonna take off 2. That is in the drink. That is what we call obey. That's the risk that you take when you go that direction. No doubt about it. Okay, there's max. There's min. I'm right at mid, which is 1 per ring. So 2.5 minus 2 is 2.3. 2.3 rings. .3 rings. There's 2, 3. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! That's big right there. This is a hole that a lot of people aren't going to get eagles on, and this is a hole that's going to eat a bunch of people's lunch. Like, I just saved my opponent. They need to be jumping up and down going, hell yeah, because not very many people get eagles on this hole. There are going to be people during the week, obviously, that are going to get eagles on it. But if you went through your bracket and looked at every hole that people got eagles on, this is going to be the one that is going to have the least amount of eagles. And it's going to be the one that has the most amount of pars. Yeah. Aren't you lucky I got the eagle? Saved your ass, bro. All right, good to go. And that was at club minus 0.2. I suppose I could go back and do the reverse math and go back when I review the videos to see what the deal is, and you could probably do like a 0.9, or you could work out the math and see like what I took off by doing the 0.2. But sometimes I think it's better just to do the I like it. I'm gonna do the 0.2. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not saying it'll work every time, but it worked that time. That's all I know. Hole number 3. Hole number 3. All right. Now I tried 6 topspin and I put myself in the rough, and I think I missed the shot. So I'm going to do 5 topspin to put myself right here. Now, if I had some 4 side spin balls, like 2 power 4 side spin balls, and I don't think I have any, I think I could get like right off the green. And if I do have any, it's definitely something I'm going to bring out in the weekend round, because I probably don't have enough to play every hole every time. What is that? What is that? It's a 4 power. 4 power. Yeah, I do. I got 2 of those. I got some 4/4/8s. I got 5 of those. So no, yeah, that's 2 power. So I do have some 4 side spin balls, and that would be the way to go. Because you can get, I think with 4 side spin instead of 3, I could put on all my top spin and be able to clear and get like literally short chip right off the cup, and see which way the wind's blowing. Now if it's headwind, I might have to bring out a 3 power ball to do it instead of the 2. So do I got let's do pinned. I know I got a Kingmaker pinned. I got it selected already. All right, 5 topspin. Plus 10 on the drive. So 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.2. 2 rings off. Max. 5 topspin. 3 side spin. 3 left-hand side spin. 5 topspin. Forward topspin. I gave you time for that to sink in. All right, John, let's get some eagles. Now, if I'm taking the shots at the cup, it'll be in my rapier, and it's plus 0.2. There is a killer rough bump. If you can get out here to the tip, going at it, there is a nice rough bump, and I'm not so sure like what clubs will. You might be able to get it done with. I think it's a long iron. You might be able to get it done with any club. I did it in my odd account. I did a practice round, or I qualified in pro with it, but I'm not sure I'm going to have the time or the inclination tonight to play it, but I did shoot some video on it just for those of you that are playing pro. Excuse me. There's 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. All right. 2 rings off, and I'm going to pull back a little. It is 2.8. It's 2.56 rings. Getting lined up here. 2.56 exactly. Hitting it perfect. And 5 was too much. Dang it. I should have just put it all on there and see if I could blow through that. I doubt it. Because of the angle it's going, I'd have to go a mile in order to get through there. So I could try and just hit it over, but you'd have to do an overpower shot and bring out a bigger ball in order to get over to the other side. I suppose if I want to try and blast through that, I could bring out my big topper, because it has a ton of curl and it has more topspin. Man, it got hot at my house. It was hot earlier, but now the humidity popped out. All right, where am I? There's max, there's mid, there's quarter. I'm gonna go, I think from this distance on the front, it was the cup was 4 miles an hour. So if I hit it perfect from right here, it should be right about the flagpole, right on the other side of the flagpole. Getting it perfect. Woo! Nice. Woo! In the hole. Excellent. Excellent. I think I did get that in the front, and I had to take the same shot from the rough, and I did make it, barely. But I had a bigger wind on the front. It was like 4-5 or 3-5, and it pushed me all the way across, all the way to the other side of the cup. I just barely made it in. Excellent. Excellent. All right, what do we got? What do we have in store for us for hole number 13? My notes say APOC Kingmaker, +2 mark, 2 rings off. Is that the one? +20 to the cup? Is that the one? No. What hole? What hole are we doing here? I'm the first shot's +20. 1.2, because I'm going to the cup. You can try and go for hole. I mean, you got a hole-in-one shot here, but I'm not necessarily trying to do a hole-in-one. I'm just trying to get an eagle. APOC. Which way's the wind blowing? Side wind. We want to bring an APOC and a Kingmaker. There we have it. So it's just the wind. So it's 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.2. So it's just the wind. I'm at the +2 mark, 2 rings off. 3.5 backspin. 3 right-hand side spin. Yes, you can take this with a Titan, but you will have to put a little more curl on it. And I'm going to do half a tick. I think on the front what I did was here's the green mark and here's the black mark. And here's the in-between. That's half. And I did a quarter, and I needed to do a half. If I was smart, I would go back and watch my video and I'd freeze it right there, and then I would go in and into the app, the program that I use for my grid, and I would put in a tick mark right there at that spot. 3.5, 2.2, that's 2.2 wind. 2.2, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. .2 2.2 rings. There's 2. Half a tick. Isn't it perfect? Woo! Look at that. Hole in one. Woo! All right. That's what I'm talking about right there. Woo! The crowd goes wild. Now, I suppose you can do that. You can get up there and try and get up on it. I was doing a 10% and I upped it to a 20, and the 20 is working a lot better. In the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. The force is with me. I am one with the force. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, and I'll tell you right now, that is going to be a killer tiebreaker. I mean, if it gets down to where it's the deal, having an Albie is definitely going to be a killer tiebreaker. All right. All right. Hole number 14. What do we have? What do we have for hole number 14? APOC Keymaker, plus 10. That's all my notes say. Oh, I think this is the long one. Yeah, it is. Which way's the wind blowing? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Because the wind is going to affect the same way as it did on the front. So let me get my equation first. It's 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.2. So when I'm on this hole and I do max overpower, you know, wherever my ball is hitting out here, coming around the bend, I have to put curl on it, and the curl's not represented in the ball guide. So the ball guide's coming here, and I'm with max overpower with a 3-power ball. I am just right inside of that, just barely clearing the rough. But when I come through and I put the arc on it on my, I'm pushing it over towards this rough, and I don't want it to go bounce number 1, bounce number 2, hit the rough. I want bounce number 2 to be in the fairway. So I'm going to adjust out the wind, and then I'm going to pull back a half a ring in order to get my bounce on this side so that it'll bounce over this completely and then run up towards the cup. That is the plan. That is the plan. And I think even if I brought out a 5-power ball, I still got to do overpower. I don't think you can just lay it up there. And a 5-power ball on this point is actually, I think, too much ball, because then it like definitely I could do a pure rough bump and get out, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe. I go first. Okay, we're putting it all on. That's for damn sure. And we're doing 3.3, so we're going to do 3.02 rings. You can see what I'm talking about right there. So if I'm right here, you can see it's just barely in the fairway. And I want to be over as far as I can to give myself enough room. So it's 3.3. It's a 3.2 rings. Hey, get where I can see you, bitch. All right. There's 2, 3, 3, and then I'm going to push on half a ring, or excuse me, oh, I did it wrong. Pull out half a ring. Damn it. I should have pushed the wind out to begin with. Now I'm going to have to make it. I pushed it back on. I knew. I'm taking it off. What are you doing? All right. We'll get the eagle and recover and save our birdie. Now we need to get a beagle. Now they got a topspin boost ball. And so, man, dude, literally, okay. If that ball doesn't end up in the sand or the rough, I'm going to be pissed off, because if it hits fairway, just pure fairway, that ball is going to roll a mile. Yeah, dude. 2.4, 2.2, 2.2. All right, let's try not to time out this time. Give myself as much room as I can. 2.2 rings. There's 2, and then I'm going to take out half a ring. Hitting it perfect. Bounce number 1. Nope. It did carry farther with a pure tailwind. Now, I will tell you that even though that shot is close right there, I'm probably going to be in mid club, and we have to make an adjustment here. I think we need to add on wind. I think it's, what hole are we on here? I think we do add on 10. I don't have anything down for the second shot, but it seems like we need to add on a little bit of wind. And it's uphill. We should be taking wind off. So I'm not so sure we're not taking wind off, but whatever we're doing, there is an adjustment. Get in the hole. Oh man, I would have liked that to get in the hole. That'd have assured me just to get the birdie. Okay, I'm in the spot. There's max, there's mid. I am in mid. Three divided by 2.4, 1 1/4 rings. There's 1 1/4. Where does that put me? I'm gonna go over right along that edge. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. Woo! Saved myself. I got the Beagle. That's what you get for timing out. Dag nabbit. I had it. The deal is that if I would have bounced over, I would have been like right there. I was in mid club. If I would have not clipped the rough and did the rough bump and bounced over the rough, I would have been like in 1/8 of a club. I mean, you're in just the short little chip. No, you don't have to. You just, I mean, it's a short little chip. The wind's not going to play any factor whatsoever. But that'll work. That'll work. I recovered. All right, hole number 15. That's the eagle that won't count. All right, what are we doing here? All right, which way's the wind blowing? Okay, we got a headwind, so we're gonna get the test today. All right, what I've been doing, you see, and I'm doing a 20%. So that means I'm doing 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.2. So these cross out, so it's just the wind. And I've been doing 2 less than max topspin. But if we have a headwind, I'm going to put, we'll see how much of a headwind it is. If it's just a slight headwind, I may put like one of the topspin back on. And where I'm trying to hit is, instead of trying to come out through here, I'm trying to hit over here, because that way, if I get a grate to the left, I'm still in the zone where I can clip the rough and bleed out. I'll probably end up overshooting it. If it did that, it'll probably end up rolling out into the rough, but it also gives me a window over here. But if I start off over here and I hit it great to the right, I could be in a spot of bother as far as like the water. And a great to the left might be all right, but if I start off on the left, I think both a great to the left and a great to the right will work. And I give myself a little bit more leeway Let's see how much of a wind we got. I'm going to bring out a Power 5 ball. The Berserker. Now, theoretically, if you draw a line, this is how we're going to the cup. This is how we're going to the thing. This should be almost pure side wind. So we'll see what the deal is on it. It's the wind. 2 less than max topspin, which is like 65. So if you got an APOC 6 or I think even an APOC 5, that's about it. If you got an extra mile, you don't have as much raw distance, but you do have, you can put more of your topspin on to make up for it. Grizz goes first. And I have no idea what to do on the second shot. I was in the right spot on the front, and I can't remember if I made this hole or not on the front. And I think I took just a straight up shot at it, but it might have been one of those ones too where I needed to like take off to or something. I didn't write anything down. This is why it's so important to record your own video, because then you can go back and watch it, and then you can adjust your notes when you go from one round to the next. A lot of times I get to the opening round and I don't have, you know, I have a bunch of stuff on here. I know what ball and what clubs I'm bringing, and I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing on the drive as far as what adjustments I'm doing on the drive, but a lot of times I don't have all of the second shot stuff down. I'm really not a fan of that. I mean, I know they're close, but I don't really like the second shot. I don't. It's almost pure side spin. I'm going to do just a little more. Is that pure side spin? No. I'm going to just do the two. I'm going to start off right there. And it is 4-6. There's 4-6. It is. Oh, that was 5,000 rings great to the right. Perfect. It did seem like there was a slight adjustment to the cup here, but I'm going to take it straight up. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember if I did an adjustment or not. I didn't write anything down, so I don't know. I'm going to just take it wherever I'm at in my club, and we'll go for it. I think on the front I didn't hit it perfect and it went in. I can't remember. Once again, I know I harp on this every time I shoot video, that like it is important to shoot your own video, because you're out playing, you're just being intuitive about it, and you're just having fun, and you're just, you know, you're not really, what in the hell are you doing, dude? Like, I just do not understand when people like never like, and like it was gonna go long. Like, you never set the ball up so that it was like going to the cup. Like, how, what? Okay, I'm in minimum thorn. Let's make sure I have enough room here. I don't need much. I did a backspin shot, and I did make it on the front, and I got lucky, I think. 3.6 divided by 3.5. It's 1 point. I'm going to do 1 ring. Oh, fuck, and I hit it great again. I think it straight up would have went in. I did make that on the front, and I was a little bit closer because I rolled over and I almost got into the rough on the other side. And instead of doing the run up with my thorn, I backspinned it and got lucky and got it in. Wow, I'm lucky. I don't know why I did that shot. I took my glasses off to wipe the sweat off my face, and I'm damn near blind without my glasses. But my stylist did all the work for me, so there we go. All right, all right. We dropped a couple shots. A couple shots that I've made so far this week, so I think I made those on the front. I did. I made both of those the last 2 holes, and I've dropped them here. That's all right. That's all right. We got to leave something on the table for the weekend round. Hole number 16. What is hole number 16? Are we still on track for a 32? I think we could. I think we could get a 32. Maybe. Hole number 7. All right. I'm laying it up. I'm just laying it up and going for the shot. What's the wind? The wind works. I'm doing this amazing feat with a navigator. Navigator. Da 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 da. I'm doing plus 10, minus 0.1 to the cup. If I can get an opponent. No more than 2.5 topspin. I go first. 3.1, 2.84. No more than 2.5 topspin. To get into that pocket. 2.84 rings. There's 284. A little bit of curl for flavor. And a 75 ring grate to the left for added as an added bonus. That's probably going to put me... I've been shooting it at minimum thorn, but that's got to be closer to mid. Mid's 2.3. It's 1.7, 2.3, 3.5. Where am I at? Yeah, it's probably going to be more towards mid, which will be fine. And it's plus 10 times the wind, minus 0.1. Hit perfect, go in the hole. Rinse and repeat. Everybody I've seen go over has been either in the rough or in the sand. Okay, there's min. There's max, so I'm at mid. 2.3 per ring. $3.9 divided by 2.3. It's 1.86 minus 0.1, so it's 1.7, we'll say 1.75. 1 3/4 rings. 1 3/4. Perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. You rat bastard. Rat bastard. If I'd have did the 186 right there, I think that'd have went in. There's a spot, and I wasn't in it. There's a sticky spot down there, and I was not in the sticky spot. I should have moved my ball guide around a little bit to find. When I go back and watch the video for the front 9, I want to find out where I was at on the course, and that's where I want to set it up, and then run however much top spin I need to get to the hole. But that's the spot, because there's a sticky spot out there, and if you can find that sticky spot, it is golden. All right. We're leaving stuff out there for the weekend round. We gotta have something to look forward to in the weekend round. Like, hey, we could get these, and we could get that. All right, which way's the wind blowing? I am going to play a big tapa and what was I using for my big topper? I was using a katana. Big tapa and a katana. I'm pulling back to the +2 mark, and I was doing 10%. And I'm not so sure that 10 shouldn't be higher, but I'm going to do a 10. And this club hits 1.8 per ring. At max. The big topper is pretty awesome the big topper is a great club. There's a lot of shots in the game that the big topper is the better choice. And a lot of people, my buddy Dale Appleby's a huge big topper fan. Any of you that listen to Dale Appleby, and if you don't, you should check his channel out. But he's a big topper. He's a big topper fan. Back in the day when we only had one bag before the clans came out, and really the only benefit of being in clans is bags. Which, how sad is that? The clans have been out for all this time, and the best thing you can say about clans is that you get more than one bag. And that's the best thing you can say about them. Are you going to put some curl? Okay, there you go. You better put some curl, because otherwise that sand is definitely in play. And that grate to the left helped you. Well, maybe not. All right, here we go. 2.1 rings. I'm at the +2 mark. Max. .1 rings. You can see if you pull it, there's 2.1 rings. Perfect. All those moguls that are out there on the courses, your ball guide's going through there. If you pull it back a little bit, you're hitting on the top of one of the moguls, and it'll loft more, and you'll get more distance. If you hit down on the downhill side of the mogul, if you're hitting right here, it's going to shorten it up. If you're hitting up here, it's going to make it longer. And so there's so many moguls out there in that fairway running down to the end that's why it's important if you find if you do a shot and you like it, look where you're at. Are you at the +2, or are you at the +16, or where are you at, so that you can go back out there and set up in the same spot with the same spin. All right, this shot right here is wherever I'm at my club plus +0.1. And I'm not sure where I'm going to be, or what club I'm going to be in. I should be in Thorn, but I might be in Rapier. I'm way down there on the end, so we will see. I would rather be in Thorn, but I might be in Rapier. I am in Rapier. Here's Max. So I'm in Max Rapier. 2.4. It's 1.2 per ring. It should be 2 rings. Well, 2.4 divided by 1.1. It's 2.1 plus 0.1, 2.3 rings. Hey, we'll move the ring set, not the course. Oh, damn it! Woo! I got lucky on that. I could have swore when I let go of that it was perfect. It was at the perfect mark and caught the grate. That was excellent. That means I over pulled it. I normally hit my. Is that right? 1.1. If I did 1.1 per ring, it's 2.18. And if I did the 1.2 that I normally do, it would be 2. Is that right? 1.2 rings. And I add on 1, that would have been 2.1. If I go by Golf Clash Notebook, it says I should be hitting my rapier at 1.1 at 2.2, but I normally hit it at 1.2, 2.4. And sometimes I'm less confident of this number. But in this situation, if I'd have hit it, it's almost like it needs to be 1.15. And I could split the difference in 2.25 and split the, or 2.3 instead of 2.2 or 2.4. I'm going off of the accuracy numbers, but Golf Clash Notebook is, I'm not sure what numbers they're going off of, so I'll take it. All right, what is hole number 18? Okay, which way's the wind blowing here? We do got a little bit of headwind here today, and I'm going to take a APOC and a Zerk. The Zerker. And I put too much curl on it on the front. I think I went over a whole tick. So I moved, like, here's the outside of my ball, and here's the other outside of my ball, and here's dead center. And I went all the way over to the center, and I moved it over a whole tick, and I really only needed to do half. And I over curled it. I think I actually might have gone a little bit farther than that. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about it at the time, but I was in the middle of the shot, and I just released and ended up over curling it. And I made it out of the rough and had a chip going up, but it would be better not to hit the rough. It'd be better to just end up on the green. This wind looks like it's going to be pretty much due side wind. Here we go. Like so many of these holes, I'm doing a 10% on this, but I'm not so sure that I shouldn't be doing a 20. But I'm going to stick with the 10. Okay, I'm going to pull back a little. I want to get over into that spot. 3.9, 3.57 rings. 3.57. Hey, get where I can see you, damn it. Okay, there's the 5.7. There's 1, 2, 3. Whew. And I think I put too much curl on that, but I'm lucky I got it off. I'll take it. All right, I picked up a couple and I dropped a couple. I got a Beagle. What I'm really, hey, I'll tell you, what I'm the most excited about on this round is making the shot would be good, but I'm the most excited about hole number 2. That really, I could probably count on my hands how many eagles I have on that hole, and I played that hole a bunch of times. And from the pro tees, it's a little bit harder to get. You don't really get in that area, and that rough bump that I took on hole number 2 is a little more problematic. You know, you're in big freaking trouble, dude. Big trouble. And so getting an eagle on hole number 2 is big, because that is definitely not, that hole doesn't lend itself. It has that possibility of getting an eagle, but it is definitely a hole that can eat your lunch. All right, let's hit this perfect. That'll work. A great to the right and a perfect would have worked. But I offset it there to the left, just in case the wind was a factor. All right. I dropped a few, and I'm still up there with the person in first with a minus 32, so there's definitely the possibility. Now, I will say that on the back, the wind was pretty much like we won it. We didn't have any big, hard headwinds and stuff. If I was Playdemic in the weekend round, I would just, the deal is that in the weekend round, when you play in a tournament, they'll go out there and reset the pins, and they'll put the pins in the most impossible spots on every frickin' hole, and just in spots that are just brutal. And Playdemic doesn't have the, because they have the ability to do that, but they don't. But what they could do is on the weekend round, we've had really positive winds so far, and on the weekend round, they could go out there and make the winds really tough on us. All right, that's how you get a 32 up at the top. And I bet you I'm up there because I got that albatross in the opening round. Look at that. That is the deal right there. All right, there you go. There you have it. That's how you get a 32. Everybody have, and let's see, I think I made, during the course of the day, I made every hole, so that gives you an opportunity to see what every hole looks like. And the Beagle that I got right here, that was a killer. Timing out. Jeez. What kind of deal is that? Rookie move. Crappy shots on both of these. All right, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. Hit the like button, ring the bell. Do all that good stuff. Hey, if you're not in a clan, you can go in and look for the Kings of Golf, and you can join our clan. My buddy Dunner was the president. My buddy Mike was the president. Scooby was the president. I'm the crappiest. The whole deal is that I shoot the videos, and I spend a lot of my time doing this, and I am a crappy president. But we have a lot of great people in our clan. But we do have room. If you're looking for a clan, come in, and we'll be more than happy to take you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you this weekend. I will try and play earlier this weekend. We'll see, because it's going to be so hot. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, so I may be able to get up and just play tomorrow. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends.